I'm showing you everything I'm doing right now to make myself millions upon millions of dollars in GTA 5 Line. The money grind is real. Now, everything I'm about to show you is 100% solo you can do right now in GTA 5 Line. And trust me, there'll be some bonuses in this video right here to get yourself even more money. With that being said, let's jump right into this. Now, the first money method I'm doing in GTA 5 Line happens to be the new hangar. Listen, the new little mission they have here is tremendous. Also know this, we do get some bonuses for this mission right here, the Titan job, so you don't want to miss that. That's later on in the video. So the Titan job, we got some, setups to do. They're pretty darn easy. It does take some time. The Titan job, you could do with some friends. Do I recommend it? Yeah, if you want to. Me personally, I did everything solo. Now, this one right here, tremendous, right? Got a new outfit on. I'm feeling good. There is a rocket launcher right there just staring at me. I recommend getting the heavy armor and the heavy artillery because you're gonna need it, right? Let us go just like a turd at a toll ball. Got it, right? So now it's time to go over here and get myself the armor because listen, I'm a little weak. Pro tip, make sure you get the best of the best stuff when doing the setups. I recommend doing that. So now I'm somewhat secure for this stuff, right? Also, this cool little truck you're about to see over here, I recommend getting that also in the setup because, you just need an armored truck because you just never know in this gosh darn mission. So you ask yourself, Dib, where do we have to go now? Well, this cool little plane right here, we're going to call it the TIE Fighter because I don't know names of planes or cars. So we're going to start flying. Look at this. We have a Titan 250D. I don't know what the D stands for. I do know this right here. We're going to do some destruction. Maybe that's what the D stands for. Now, we got to take care of a whole bunch of airplanes, helicopters, and like Scuba Steve missiles. You ask yourself, Deb, what are you talking about? We gotta destroy this thing. We gotta wait till it gets this like little bar right here, but also watch out for the helicopters and the planes, and soon to be the missiles coming straight after you. Just hit this thing as much as possible. Also, your helicopter plane thing has health, so make sure you don't get that thing destroyed. You're gonna see a lot of things coming at you. Many things will come at you. Hands will be thrown. People will be somewhat upset. But look right here. This is where the missile comes into picture. We have turds from the ocean coming straight for us, and sometimes the turds get us. We call that splashback. So make sure you get focused on those turds from the ocean because they pop up even when you're over land. Those are land turds. I don't know what's going on, right? But I know this one right here. They're gonna be throwing a lot of stuff at you when you're flying your gosh darn mogul plane thing here, so keep that in mind. You gotta be somewhat focused. Listen, pay attention. Look, there's a jet now. Listen, there's a lot of things going on at once. I just want to know in the comments below, did you get yourself the hangar? Do you like it so far? There's another jet. Listen, they're pretty darn easy to take down. You just got to keep that in mind. They're pretty darn easy to take down. And since it's my first time actually doing this like little heist thing right here, I'm going to get myself a bonus later on the mission, which is pretty darn good. You got to save for that. Now, right here, I've been doing a lot of damage to the Titan 250D. Still don't have no clue what the D stands for, but it probably stands for something, right? So right here, we're about to be down like a clown Charlie Brown, bada boom, bada bing. It's time to go to destroy other things. But once the plane goes down, the blood pressure goes straight up because now we're playing Fortnite and we get to land by the gosh darn plane. But look at this right here. We have reinforcements coming, right? They're Uber delivering my gosh darn, I don't know what that thing's called, the truck thing that has armor. But watch out, there's a lot of NPCs over here. Listen, they don't like you. And also we got like one life, so keep that in mind. If you get night-nighted, see you later, alligator. Listen, we're well equipped for this mission right here. Armor and snacks. Listen, you gotta get them. Now, right here actually might be the hardest part of this mission, especially when doing it solo because we don't trust anybody else, right? We have commitment problems. We're not going to talk about that. I know jokes. Almost got night-nighted a couple times right over here by the big old Titan D, right? Now, I'm getting close and personal to the big old D over here, and watch out. There's a couple of helicopters going to start popping up. Does my rocket launcher connect? No way. It never does because, they nerfed this thing so bad. It's basically, just use your gosh darn gun like I'm doing right here. It's a lot easier, but make sure you take out all the NPCs because there's just so many of them over here. Now, my objective is to gosh darn repair the engine because listen, this plane, we done damage to it. Listen, we have sympathy for the Titan D over here because listen, we want to get this thing back up in the sky. We need this thing right here. So first, we're going to take out the NPCs. And trust me, they're going to keep on respawning over here. So keep that in mind. Look at this. We have like a gas leak or something with the propellers. We got to fix that right here. Now, I got done with the NPCs. I'm like, okay, time to fix this thing here because I caused a problem. I'm going to fix it. It's pretty darn easy. But if you mess up, it's going to say, Dib, we're going backwards, right? But eventually, you're going to get it done. You're going to say, Dib, this was actually pretty darn easy. This actually takes some time. I don't know why Rockstar made this for like a minute. I mean, it feels like a minute plus. But I'm like, okay, I got this done here. Couple NPCs came out of the woodwork. I'm like, guys, listen, I got to do the last and final thing here because we got to load the gosh darn plane up now because we got to do normal jobs in GTA Online. Like, no jokes, probably the most annoying part of this whole entire mission is like right here because every time you start loading up the plane, NPCs start popping up. So I recommend taking out these guys in the distance with the rocket launcher right there. And look at this, somebody dropped a turd right there. That's a turd at a toll for you. So now we're doing tremendous things here. I'm going to take care of these NPCs around the plane because they just keep on respawning. And trust me, you want to take out the NPCs because if you don't, trust me, you're going to load the plane up, you're going to start getting hit in the throat, and you're like, what are you doing, right? So it's time to get back to my normal day job right here, loading up planes, and watch this right here, ammo loaded. You got to keep on going and going. Just do it as fast as possible. Now it's fully loaded. Listen, we're doing tremendous things. Now it's time to fly the big old TD in the air. Now, this right here is, I'll tell you the truth, I got a little confused at times at this part right here because I don't have that many brain cells left. And the ones that were trying to figure this stuff out, I'm like, okay, we got to hit that thing. And it said, okay, we did that dip. I'm like, wow, these brain cells are somewhat durable nowadays, right? That looked like it took a couple seconds to do. It took me like 5 minutes because I'm not that fast. Because like your plane has to be on a certain side to hit them. But then eventually it says dip. There's a big old log in the ocean. We got to take it out. I got to do a little maneuver right here. Get on my left side right here because my right side isn't so good. And I start hitting the thing. If you're too far from distance, it's not going to hit it. So keep that in mind. You got to maneuver it right. You know, I gotta get my love handles, and once I hit my love handle the right way, bada boom, bada bing, see you later. The big old log in the topo has now been flushed. You ask yourself, Dib, is the mission done yet? No, we have a choo-choo train to take care of now. There's actually a train now we gotta take care of. There's a lot of stuff here. We're going through every gosh darn transportation we gotta take care of. Now, for me, this one was a little bit harder because we had those windmills in my way. I didn't want to crash my plane too because I had to focus on 2 to 3 things, but eventually, I said, you know what? That choo-choo train is no longer available to use. Now, since we took care of all the transportations, the log, the train, the UFOs, who knows, there's probably one out there. So now it's time to fly the gosh darn big old TD on the gosh darn airship, which we own now, right? Now, the moment we all been waiting for, Dip, how much money does this mission actually pay? Actually, it pays $530,000 for me, which I think that might change if you do different things differently in the setups. Like this right here, I just get everything for the setups, get 1 of 1, 4 of 4, 3 of 3, $530,000. But you ask yourself, Dib, you said before, we get more money when doing these missions, right? Well, first time, I believe you do get yourself a little bonus. I was sitting here, I'm like, usually Rockstar gives us bonuses for doing stuff the first time. I'm like, I think they might give me a little bonus for here. I got a little here. I'm going to get myself an additional $250,000 for doing this my first time. That means I made a total of $780,000 right there. But wait, it gets even better. For this week in GTA Online, Dib, please tell me it's true. We get ourselves a weekly bonus for doing the first time, additional $100,000 right there. Give me a total of $880,000. Not that bad right there, but it gets way better. We're going to make ourselves even more money with the next money method. Since I'm on PC and now my game is enhanced to a version of the best, I can actually do the HSW time trials without jumping on the PS5. Now, the time trial for me this week for the HSW time trial is right over here. You ask yourself, Dib, should I actually get myself an HSW upgrade bike? Yes, I highly recommend it because you're going to make that money back in no time. Now, the reason why I love this bike so much in HSW time trials because you can do them every week in GTA 5 Online. You do every one in a month. In total, you get yourself $1 million plus. I like the sound of that, but also if you fall off the wagon, we call it the wagon, right? But if you fall off your bike, you can actually get up and actually complete the time trial without having high blood pressure. I'll be honest with you, these things are so darn easy, you wouldn't believe it. But I do want to know this right here. Are you still on this video? If you are, drop in the comments the letter H, and everybody that drops the letter H in the comments, I'll give you the good old heart, and I'll tell you a true MVP, because you truly are. Now, since we're both making ourselves a lot of money in GTA 5 Line, and this time trial, I'll be honest with you, I could probably do this without even looking at the game. It's a little exaggeration, but it's so darn easy. I literally have like almost a minute plus left on the clock. Ref, what do you think about this? Technical deserved or not? It sure isn't because we got ourselves a W right here. How much we get for this time trial? $252,000. But wait, we have another easy time trial for this week. The normal time trial that everybody out there can do. Now this one's by the airport over here. We have 2 minutes and 24 seconds. 2 more seconds below that, it would have been 222. You know what that does? That thing follows me everywhere. I swear. It looks right here. It looks easy because it is, but I also fall off the wagon. Now, to tell you the truth, I fall off this bike twice in this time trial. The HSW upgraded bike, you don't need it for this time trial, but if you have it, use it because if you fall off the wagon twice, you can get yourself right back up. But here's a pro tip right here. Watch out for NPCs because honestly, to tell you the truth, They're meant to drive right into you in this game. It's like you gotta avoid them or something like that. They have a mind of their own, but they're coming for you. Let me know in the comments below. Does anybody do these time trials like a car? I honestly tell you the truth, I never drive cars in this game unless a mission calls for it. Yes, yourself, Div, when do you hit the gosh darn tree or something? When do you fall for the bike? Well, actually, it's coming up right over here. Watch this. I go up the mountain and I hit the rail. It came out of nowhere. So I got back on my cankles. I said, no, Div, let's get this done here. And look at this right here. I can tell you the truth, my brain cells aren't there, as you can see. We have a lot of problems. It's like, maybe do I suck at this game? Maybe. Just maybe. But that's okay, because I'll give myself $100,000 just in time. This is how fast this bike is. You got to get this bike. It's tremendous. That's good money, right? But don't you want to make yourself more money with this next money method right here? So I'm on PC, $351,000 this week in GTA Online. I'm like, you know what? My gosh darn Acid Lab, almost a full lobby. Sounds like a good time to sell it, right? Now, the reason why I'm selling in the public session, because over 20 people, we get ourselves a bonus, and we like the bonus, right? Trust me, sell this in an invite-only session. Get the high blood pressure up, jump to public session, and just roll the dice. Now, CEO abilities, once the clock hits around 2, I go to John Cena, who is now a heel. He's a bad guy. So you can't see the bad guy anymore. He's no longer there. So now we have 20 minutes on the clock. You got an easy sell mission, Deb. Do you think a modder will mess with you? Do you think Rockstar finally fixed PC problems? I can tell you this right here. Doubt it. To be honest with you, if you're doing an acid cell mission right here in a public session and you get a mission like this, I'm going to show you a cool little trick you can do instead of going up there and actually getting caught in a sting, right? We don't like bees. You ask yourself, Dip, what are you doing? I'm actually trying to, see where a police car is, because if you hit the police car, you're going to get like 33,000 stars. This car right here is a police car. I hit it. I got 14 million stars. It's time to get out of here, because if I stay here any longer, a lot of problems are going to rise. John Cena organization, only 2 minutes and 14 seconds left on the clock. Ref, a lot of things are about to happen. But you got to hear this out right here. We got to lose this stars. We got to make sure there's no modders in the lobby, because we have probably over $500,000 right here of gosh darn good cargo to sell. Now right here I was panicking at the disco. I'm like, wow, these guys got me surrounded. I guess they're going to see me again. I got to wait another like minute and a half to get these stars away from me. So I got to run away from the fuzz and potential modders, because I don't know if this game's fixed yet on PC. I just know it's enhanced now, right? Now, Lady Luck's on my side. She said, Deb, listen, you got the fuzz. It's off. Listen, I don't think there's any modders in this lobby. I think Rockstar actually finally fixed this. I'm like, wow, this is tremendous. But wait, we have a minute left on the clock. We have maybe half a mile left if I can read. Listen, I got to deliver this package no matter what. And trust me, if a modder does come out of nowhere, especially if you're on PC, say a modder, it throws you in the air. It happened to me. Just make sure you turn off your game real fast, because your stuff doesn't get destroyed. I'm zoning in right here to the delivery. There's nobody around me. I'm somewhat excited right here. $500,000. We love to see it. It's about to pop up because we're in a public sale mission. Listen, we don't do this in invite-only sales anymore, because we're leveling up nowadays. We're making that money. I just got to find a car because my oppressor's at the bottom of the ocean. It's a long story. Look at this guy. The cheese man's here. The man that sells cheese is in my lobby. We just love it. Let's start cheesing out right here, because I'm about to make myself some good money right here. In a public sale, I just got to leave the area. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Not even 4 minutes off the clock, ref. That might be a new record. Just like that, $527,000, my Maze bank account. You ask yourself, Dib, are you done making money? My pockets can't hold any more money. We got a couple more money methods coming up, and they're paying out pretty darn good. Now, right here, I'm over here at my garment office, the little place that makes shirts and stuff and whatnot. Listen, we love the shirts. I'm going to sit down because my cankles are hurting, my knees are crackling. Listen, it's time to get some good old money right here. $300,000 for the Project Breakaway Fart file. We love to see it. How to use my Pokemon Go app thing right here to figure out, where is this place located? Because they don't tell you in the map. I gotta use this little device here. And this is actually the first time ever this place is different for me. So I flew over here to this nice little place. This is a nice place right here, and all outside it. Now, you want to get yourself the bonus for this mission, because trust me, you want to get that extra money. Now, one of the bonuses is you got to get 15 headshots. So every NPC you see, give them a little headache. Pro tip right here, this mission I do recommend armor and snacks, because these NPCs, they don't miss. Especially in this garage right here, they're hiding in all the crevices and whatnot. That's a second headshot right there. We're doing tremendous things. I thought I heard something behind me. Then again, I don't play this game with sound, so my sixth sense was something's going on here. Like, no jokes. Make sure everybody in this little garage right here and everybody else you're going to see in this mission, just go for the headshots. Listen, I'm not counting, because it's a lot of things I got to remember, and I'm not remembering a lot of things. I'm surprised I made it this far during the day. I think this mission might be a little glitch, because once you take everybody out, you just walk around for a couple seconds, asking yourself, wow, what's going on here? Is that it? But eventually it's going to say, Dib, listen, it's time to use this little car right here, and you got to go in this little factory place that has a lot of fart gases. Now, once I'm in the fart chamber right here, I got to figure out, where's the farts coming from? This is like my local Walmart. There's a part of my Walmart that just smells like egg farts. It's next to the freezer aisle. I don't know why it smells like that. Do I enjoy it a little bit? Yes. Now, since I destroyed the fart container right there, it's time to go in there because now we don't need no special mess because the farts are just now contained in a small little area just like my Walmart. Now, once I'm in the chamber of farts right here, there might be some NPCs popping up. Again, we got to get the headshots because I wasn't counting. I think I'm over the limit of 15, but I'm not sure. I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I'm going all for headshots. And these guys here, like the other ones outside, they don't miss. Literally, I swear, I'm like, geez, Louise was the Febreze. Good thing I got myself some armor for this mission. The last two guys to my left, and there's another one to my right. Another headache for this guy. Now, it's time to mess with the little hardware drive right here. Now, dyslexia might kick in for me right here, but since I know what this mission's all about, it's all about money. This is a say right here, Deb. Look, the 3 years in third grade is going to pay off right here. Money. Listen, we love the name. We love having it. If we don't have it, we feel somewhat sad and they call us broke. But now I'm going to be somewhat prepared. Listen, let's get flexible with this one right here. There's going to be some NPCs popping up. Look at them. They come in out of nowhere. Look, are they John Cena? What is this? You see that layer of fart right there? That's funny. It's just like a layer of fart in the air. Listen, sometimes you walk into those things and you start tasting like, ew, what is that? So after it felt like years, eventually he says, Dib, listen, we got to open these doors, but we don't have no keys. I'm like, okay, that's going to be pretty easy, right? I'm going to throw some sticky boys right here, and it's going to destroy the doors. There's 3 doors I got to go to. They give you extra doors just to mess with you, but if you just look in the gosh darn cells, you can see what we need right there. So that's the second door right there. And the third one over here is by the Chamber of Thoughts. Overall, an easy peasy, lemon squeezy type of thing. But wait, we're not out of the woods yet. Dib, you ask yourself, Dib, we're not out of the woods yet? No, there's still going to be more NPCs coming out of the woodwork. Keep that in mind. Now it's time to go ahead and scoop up the stuff. So I was scooping up all the hard drives, the books, and what else they need us to pick up. I said, no, I'm picking up everything I find. Got one more cell to go and loot and buy the gosh darn fart bin and bada boom, bada bing. I got all the stuff completed. Now it's time to get myself out of here the way I came in. That means in the garage. And there's going to be a lot of NPCs outside waiting for yours truly. So I made it out of the fart chamber. It's time to get myself out of this garage. There's a whole bunch of NPCs out here. I'm still getting the headshots because I can't count. I'm just going to night all the NPCs over here, especially the one in helicopter because, they're like mosquitoes. I'm like, can you guys just stop it for a little bit? And bada boom, bada bing. Got that done. Now guess what? The mission has been completed. Dib, how much money are we getting for this week? Did we get the bonuses? Of course we did. Pause this right here if you want to see all the bonuses, but extra $50,000, $350,000 right there. But wait, it gets better because we're still making more money in GTA Online with the next money method. Salvage yard, top range vehicle. This mission is so darn easy. We got to come over here by the Titanic. It's floating. It came back for revenge. Now, it's an easier way to get this mission done a lot faster. I'm going to come over here by the docks. Now, they tell you, they said, Dib, you know what? Get yourself the jet ski. You did the setup mission. Just use it. You don't want to do that. I got my oppressor here, but I recommend using yourself a helicopter because if you destroy your oppressor right here into the ocean, you got to pay a little fee, like $5,000 to repair it. So I said, you know what? I'm not using the gosh darn boats. I'm going to fly to the Titanic. You ask yourself, Dib, why are you flying to the Titanic? Do you want to get to the boat? Yeah, the reason we're doing this is because we don't want to be seen by anybody on the boat. There's a lot easier way to get yourself on the boat, and it's this way. See, that's a lot easier than just going and taking a jet ski, That's actually one of the bonuses right there. So keep that in mind. Me, personally, I recommend doing it this way. I'm going to knock on this door here because I'm polite. I don't kick doors in anymore. I said, sir, hey, what's me? And they're like, who's this guy? Night. I'm going to take care of the captain over here. He didn't expect it. And this guy over here with a gosh darn sword. Sir, put that away. Now I got to search the captain because we need to do some things with the computer. And it's eventually going to tell us what the car is. Listen, we got to do a lot of things here, but it's a pretty darn easy mission. And yes, Dib, I do recommend getting yourself some armor and snacks. So I'm going to put the codes right here into the computer, and a cool little helicopter is going to pop up. You got to take out this helicopter because it's going to take you out if you don't. Also, you can turn it to alarm. I don't know what this does. Rockstar, anybody in the comments, what does this thing do? I still to this day don't know what that does, but it's a button I'm going to press, and it probably does something, right? Now it's time to go outside. The helicopter's still there. It's like a giant mosquito just buzzing. And you're like, now what? I'm getting a rock. And I'm going to throw this rock at this big old helicopter right here. Look at this. Watch this. Bada boom, bada bing. You got to watch out for that. But now, since we flew here with our wings, there's going to be a whole bunch of NPCs on the boat. We got to take care of them. And trust me, they hide on the crevices of this boat, so make sure you always have a gosh darn double chin lurking at all points. So I night-nighted all the NPCs on the good old ship right here, and eventually made it upstairs to the containers. I'm like, okay, maybe my first try I get the car. The car is top range too. This is no range car, mid range. This is a top range vehicle we have right here. So I hope it's in there. Did we get ourselves a vehicle the first try? We did. Look at that. Wow, that's a nice car, right? Now it's time to put a flare on this thing and get the helicopter over here to pick it up. Also, I scared this guy off the ship and he jumped off. I'm like, dude, you good, bro? I was about to save him. I'm like, dude, you good, bro? I'm not sure if he's good. I think a shark got him. So I placed the flare in the gosh darn container. I got myself into the helicopter. Now I need to be protection for the other helicopter. Now, since I didn't destroy the helicopters in my setup mission, there'll be 3 ways the helicopters pop it up. And you got to take them out, because if you don't, and the helicopter you're protecting goes under 80% health, listen, you're not getting yourself that bonus. So eventually, I took out the second wave and the third wave, and eventually it landed to the spot, and I got myself into the vehicle. Now it's time to drive my car all the way back to the salvage yard. And I did that right there without a single scratch on it. Look at this right here. Did I get the bonus? I sure did. Look at that, $50,000. Now the $50,000 we already got. Now we get to see how much money we get for this vehicle right here. Now the top range vehicle for the salvage yard right now is paying $395,000. Don't ever salvage your car. You gotta make sure you deliver it. And that's exactly what I'm doing right here. But since it's a little wet outside, you just gotta watch out. You don't want to hydroplane into a gosh darn cliff. And pro tip right here, if you're new doing this right here, the salvage yard, you just got it. Whatever you do, do not scratch your vehicle. Do not crash. Pretend there's some special cargo in this car. Maybe a couple of drinks. You don't want your drinks falling off on your seat. You ever have a milkshake spill on the gosh darn seat of your car? Listen, especially if it's brown, it doesn't look good, right? So right here, I delivered the vehicle. Listen, Dib, we got $50,000. And how much we get for this vehicle again, Dib? I forgot. $395,000. But wait, let's do the math with the $50,000. That's $445,000 right there. But wait, the last and final method right here. If you're ever in GTA 5 Online, you want to take some pictures of some animals, guess what? You get yourself additional $100,000 every day in GTA Online for doing this. Now, the first thing I had here was, the krill. The krill was taking a picture of. Now, the second one here, I have a deer and a lion thing. You know, the good old animal that comes and eats you. So I was trying to find a prehistoric line, and I was like, look at this. This is like a grave. Then my whiplash and my double chin hit me so hard, I looked behind me. There's a lion coming right at me. Maybe we call this foreshadowing, right? And I flew. I don't know how this guy made me flew, but he made me flew. But I made it back, and I took a picture. Oh, he's looking so cute. So I said, you know what? This thing made me fly. I'm not letting that thing fly. I may say this right here. So I got my rocket launcher, and I did some problems. Now, one more thing I have to get for today is a deer. Listen, I love myself some deer. Some good protein in there, some lean beef, right? So I started walking upon a deer right here. I'm like, oh, there's one. So I said, I'm going to take a picture of this guy. I got myself $100,000. This thing here, it's going to be different animals every day in GT Line. Give yourself $100,000. Do this 7 days in a row. That's $700,000. But before you make yourself even more money right now in GTA 5 Line, check out my videos right here. I'll show you exactly how to make even more money. I catch you on it.